I'm an attorney. I have a private practice, and my wife's a stay-at-home mom, but that's a bad title because she's never home because she's always running around. So time-wise, it's at a premium, and the time needed to do such a project of a large scale would have been impossible. We had some friends very close friends who had used Liz previously, and they turned us on to her. Sure, it was a two-family house, so we wanted to combine it and make it a one-family home. So essentially, it was a tear down pretty much to the foundation, first floor, just the walls in terms of just the rectangle that it was, and then build up from there all the way, adding the floor, going back. So she helped move along our contractor, who again was somebody we knew as well, and she knew. All the kids go to the same school, so that's kind of how we knew everyone. But she also helped move our expediter along, and from getting the product, the raw materials, to the finished product, she helped expedite every end of it. That was kind of what we planned, because if my wife and I did not agree, if she didn't agree, we needed Liz to be the tiebreaker or vice versa. So I actually am, I'm a stickler. I like what I like. From a stereotypical guy standpoint, I was way more hands-on than I'd say colleagues and friends of mine who went through the same project or similar project. So I was involved in pretty much every end of, from shopping for furniture to picking out tile and paint colors. So my wife was obviously there as well, but in terms of my personal involvement, I was involved in every aspect of it. Not only did it make it easier, it made it fun. Again, like I said, we know Liz, and she's a great person. She's funny and fun and makes it light and has a good rapport with all the retail locations. She always had somebody waiting for us when we went there. Already contacted the person, so there was no picking around and can I help you type of situation. Liz already knew what we wanted, at least in terms of a framework, before we even got to the place, whether it be restoration hardware or the tile place, or even again, like Sherwin-Williams, the paint store. They knew what we were looking for coming in because we had already had those meetings. Liz was at the house constantly. She met we were renting a house in Bay Ridge, which is a neighborhood over. She was there constantly as well, with just books and catalogs, and was constantly going through websites, sitting down together. Spent a lot of hours together, the three of us, going through things. That entranceway, there's a fireplace that goes all the way up. It's a double height ceiling. So that was the first challenge, creating that, and just deciding the contractor wanted to do a wall and then the stucco, and then Liz was having none of that, and we were on the same page, so we made it a stone fireplace all the way up, really nice, with a stairwell behind it versus a wall behind it. One of the best things that Liz did was design the ceiling in the entranceway. Nobody could figure out what to do with the ceiling, as opposed to just leaving it a flat ceiling. She sketched out and designed something for the ceiling to make it like boxes with wood that's painted over, and it really has some depth to it. The minute you come in, the chandelier and that ceiling, it just makes a statement. Liz definitely had a full hand in that design. Contractor was amazed, like I had never seen something like this before. So that was one of the most important aspects of the physical design that she had, outside of just the contractor and the architect. I would say Liz was instrumental in the kitchen design. When you do a redesign, the kitchen's always, one of the largest gathering locations. So Liz, we sat with her and figured out the dimensions of the kitchen, how to make it run without any obstacles. So we have this big 8-foot island in the middle of the kitchen, and then the placement of the sink, which the architect and the contractor wanted to put in a corner, and Liz was having none of that. We designed it into the island, which again gives you a front-facing view of the house from when you're there, instead of just being stuck in a corner. The kitchen design and the master bath design, she was instrumental in both of those things. We're thrilled. I mean, we cannot have asked for a beautiful outcome with the home, and Liz was instrumental in, I'd say, every aspect of that, even in the room I'm sitting in now, which we converted during the minute we all had to work from home. Where I'm sitting now is not designed to be in a home office. We redesigned it, and now it's a home office. I have a custom desk I'm sitting at, this furniture in front of me where I'm looking, and Liz came in and said, let's make this a workspace in addition to like a hangout area. So we had that redesign of this even at the last minute, even during the beginning of the pandemic. Liz was still coming in and working with us and finishing this up.